The Hurricane Katrina occurred between August 33 and August 31 of 2005 and was one of the most dangerous to have occurred in the United States because leaving a large amount of life lost and a lot of economic loss. All this destruction is because the hurricane was category 5, that is with winds with a speed of more than 2050 kilometers per hour. And the government knew that the losses were going to be very large, and they have to prepare for this. So let's give you more
Hurricane
details
Katrina, the
of the plan.
levels in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the southeastern United States broke. They couldn't stand the rising water due to the impact of Hurricane Katrina. The impact of Katrina transformed the city. For another part, when Tropical Depression 12 formed near the Bahamas, the next day it strengthened into a catastrophic tropical storm and was named Katrina. Then it made landfall in extreme southeastern Florida as a minor hurricane. As it passed South Florida, Katrina weakened, turning into a tropical storm. Whatever, the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico allowed it to intensify rapidly, becoming the sixth strongest hurricane on record in the Atlantic. Later, Katrina made landfall on the Mississippi-Louisiana border as a Category 3 hurricane. Katrina moved north across the central United States and finally dissipating near the Great Lakes, being absorbed by a cold front.
Hurricane damage in numbers: 225 kilometers per hour. On August 29, 2005, it was upgraded to Category 4 and made landfall with winds exceeding 225 kilometers per hour. 1,833 people killed, 1,577 in Louisiana, 238 in Mississippi, 2 in Alabama, 2 in Georgia, and 14 in Florida. 107,379 houses flooded. 80% of the surface of New Orleans was flooded. A total of 107,379 houses flooded. 80% of the population flees. Weights of more than 7 meters. 1 in 4. The proportion of residential properties in the city that was declared empty or destroyed. 13. The number of visits that the President George Bush made to New Orleans after Katrina. 146 billions. The economic impact of property damage. Only 36% of the residents have returned to the worst area. 39%. The percentage of the children living in poverty in New Orleans. 1,326. The number of girls born in United States in 2005 with the name Katrina, according to the
Katrina
official
formed
data.
in the southeast of Bahamas, where it made its way to Handle Beach and Aventura, but located in Florida, headed for the Gulf of Mexico, where it intensified. Reached Buras and passed through Louisiana and Mississippi, with winds of 195 kilometers per hour, degraded to a tropical depression near to Tennessee, and continue on to the Great Lakes. Eventually, it became an extratropical storm that headed northeast and
The United States
is the place in the world where the most hurricane impacts have ever been recorded. But many people are asking why. This has its scientific explanation. The U.S. has the largest territorial area in hurricane zones. This country occupies a large area in the eastern Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico, the regions through which hurricanes generally move. Another important thing is that hurricanes do not move by themselves. They moved by the force of global winds, generally the trade winds which blow the tropics from east to west.